Hello and welcome back. This video is the fourth in our data structure series and we are going to look at hash tables. Hash tables is used to store key value pairs where given a key you can access the value in a constant time. So let's take an example to understand this better. Let's consider the list of contacts that is stored in your phone. It will have a name and every name will have a corresponding phone number. So I've written a bunch of names and phone numbers against it. In this case, we'll consider the name as the key and the phone number as a value. So if you want to access a phone number of a specific person, then you have to just look up the name of that person. Then you can get the value which is stored against it. This can be done in constant time, that is O of 1 time. It's good to understand how hash table does this behind the scenes. Generally, hash tables are stored as dynamic arrays of linked lists. Saw about both the data structures in the previous video. So let's see how this data is fit into a dynamic array of linked lists. So let's consider an array here. I'm just drawing it vertically. And let's consider the array has 26 numbers starting from 0 all the way to 25, which gives us 26 slots. And against each number, we have a linked list stored. And initially, all these lists point to just null value. And what we are going to do is we are going to insert all these values into this array of linked lists. So now what we need to understand is how to map the key to a number in the array. That is done by something called as hash function. Your hash function is a piece of code which is applied on a key to map it to one of these 26 values so that your key value pair can go into one of these 26 slots. So in our case, let's consider that our hash function is considering the first letter in the name and mapping it to the corresponding number in the 26 letters. So H is 8th in the series of alphabets and D is 4th in the series of alphabets and R is 18th in the list of alphabets. So what we are going to just do is find 8 in the dynamic array and insert our first key value pair, which is going to be Harry and the phone number against it, and this is going to be a null value. And then the next name is Hermione, which is also against H. So what we are going to do is create a list here, linked list here, and move the null value over and put this as Hermione with her phone number. And then the next name is Ron, so that's going to be in 18. We are going to store the key value here. So you get the idea. So every time we come across a name, so we are going to apply the hash function on the key and get a corresponding slot in the dynamic array and store the key value pair against that particular value. So this process is called as inserting the key value pairs in the hash table. And once you have inserted all your key value pairs, you will try to access them. So when you want to access a phone number of Harry, what you do is apply the hash function on the key. So in our case, if we consider Harry, we are going to apply the hash function and then we are going to get the value of 8. Since you can access the values in a dynamic array in constant time, you're going to just go and look up to that value. And this is going to contain a list. You can traverse through them and access the corresponding value which you're looking for. Removing the values from the hash table happens the same way as well. You will know the contact that you want to erase. When you specify the key, you will apply the hash function, get the corresponding value in the dynamic array, go look up to that value, fetch the data and remove it from the linked list. So these are the three basic operations that you perform on a hash table. That is inserting an element into hash table and then removing an element from the hash table and finally looking up a value in the hash table. All these are considered to be O of one operation. Once you have the key, you apply a hash function on it, go and look up the key directly in the dynamic array and access the corresponding value in the linked list. But this will all be a constant time O of one operation only in case your linked list has just a single value. But in cases where your linked list has multiple values, as in Harry and Hermione, you have to traverse through the linked list to get to a specific key value pair. So this happens because your hash function mapped two different key values to the same dynamic array slot. So this is something which is called as collision. Whenever a collision happens, there are chances that accessing a value can go up to O of n time. This is nothing but the worst case access time, and this applies to all three operations because even while inserting, if in case all your keys are mapped to a single slot in the dynamic array, then all your key value pairs will be stored against the same dynamic array slot. So in order to insert, you have to traverse through the entire linked list and put it at the back. Same happens in case of remove as well as lookup. So this is the worst case. And our aim is to always reduce the number of collisions that happens while applying the hash function. So the most important thing in hash table is to choose a really good hash function which keeps the number of collisions minimum so that we can do all these three operations in constant time. Since the implementation of the hash table is actually handled by the programming language that we are using, we don't actually worry about all these details while we are actually using it in our program, and we consider that all the operations within a hash table can be performed in O of one time. It's always good to understand that all these are happening behind the scenes. So this was a short overview of hash tables. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments below. See you soon in the next video. Thank you.